What about black or blackness? What about black and blackness? Is it really there? In those, in these, in that? And should we get back? Move forward, be lowered, or rise again? What said it? Who said it? Why say it? Where say it? And how did it get there? It got there, and why is it really there? Here, about, above, below. It can grow. Is it so? And there we go, through and through, two and two. And is it really you? Are we going, moving, losing, grooving, tooling, toothing, stooping? And who, what, why, where, when, how? Are you and I connecting, protecting, rejected, selected, digesting, digested, forcibly requested, digressing, east and westing, north and southing, or just focus on the possible bling bling, to hang or be really hung, to sing and sing. And for you and I, what is that all about? Is it only about the clothes or attire that one wears, bears, or shares, with their version of their who-ness, blueness, ruthlessness, toothlessness, fruitlessness, of misuses of the black or blackness for a false reason, their one-sided guess, mess, and their kind of a version of chess, blindfolded, scolded, and sometimes molded. Is black or blackness about the more in nature you are, the more divine you are, the more black you are, the connected to the universal energy you are, and connected to or for, not afraid, not delayed, prayed up, meditated up, and are these genuine approaches to vibrations of higher spiritual energy, frequencies, wavelengths, stones, numerology, herbology, astrology, astronomy, not yet the economy, more than leaving a dent, a ditch, a hitch, your pitch to switch, or even to answering, to adapting, or adjusting to the reality of the which, a stitch, stitches, britches, a bite, bites, biting, marks, pains, scars, scratches, having been beaten, beating, tricked, embarrassed, humiliated, negatively vibrated, penetrated, and could this be only physical, livable, mystical, cynical, economical, racial, facial, misleading, and sensational, rational, rotational, and what is now logical to this was, is, and trickery to be if we don't see? Could this black or blackness be connected to the divine circular energy on the inside, the outside, in the air, within the air, about the air, and its equally close relative and friend called moisture of space utilized and stirs while reality occurs, was, and is? Could black or blackness be connected to where it is, out of the box thinking, and loaned universal space and ranking, concepts, misinformation, continuous agitation, manipulation, and who is getting paid, has gotten paid, is part of that cutthroat raid, getting that kind of stolen resources of a raid, parade, how they have stayed, and could this be connected to the handed to landed uncle tone status. Those who cowardly miss loving money and who eagerly wanted someone more who do not care about having a conscience of decency and humanity, not insanity, but ascribes to more grandstanding and hiding behind their false truth, their empty uses of being a hired puppet for a moment, uses of greedy others, even misuses sisters and brothers, cousins, and so-called friends, innocents, neighbors, and no kind to who, what, where, when, how, which, and even if there is an itchy feeling, their emptiness, false building, and energy of false billing that propels one is falsely dealing, a part of stealing from the awesome black of blackness that one is blessed and longed to be, a part of the universal one, the most greatest divine creation, who is divinely the sum total of all there is, and decency and order. Where, then, the awesome divine black holes come from, the parents of the stars, which the awesome sun is one of, it graces of, is connected to, millions, billions, maybe trillions of miles and years beyond our sweat and tears that we live. And what then is water, and how is it connected to the umbilical cord, the darling breaking of a mother's water? Is there a connection? Did it come from the historic foothill of the mountain of the moons, the center of our earth, where the center of the equator is located, at the great Nile River, or its earlier name of the happy Eteru? And I know that this is possible new, not known, a different kind of home where we belong, but I'm just saying what I am led to say, be saying, and not just playing, swaying, or mere staying. Could it then be connected to kind of rivers within, oceans within, moons within, galaxies within, stars within, a kind of a land within? And what are the trillions of components of bacteria and viruses, an individual, and not just residual? And who said that black is lacking? Blackness was stacking, stinking, sinking, ranking. And could that be about the ships of trickery, a three-continent approach of enslavement of past? The young virgin females went up in shackles and chains, while innocents and estranged. The males the same, and even those who were older, oldest, youngest, waited for by perverts, pedophiles, barbarians, rapists. Their innocence later forced babies thrown overboard. The world's sharks followed and trailed these voyages, millions of corpses connected to barbarian systems of earlier terrorist actions of behavior, misguided and acknowledged worldly favor, information empty flavor, complicated of misbehavior. These kinds of secrets under the table, worldly organized call of family, commissions, laws, religions, privilege, mobs, robs, and it is even said that some names were purposely changed in range, and they even ill-mannered set up later schools, drowned some of us in natural pools, in the woods, the misuse of our friends, and related called the trees, the woods with the misuse of fires, being fired on, imprisoned to, jailed and through, burnings, lynchings, disrespected, hangings, bangings, torturing, staining, labeling, raging, staging, and what could be their misuse of cameras and misleading messages of information, targeted communication, barbaric abbreviation, and is there a greater universal system of higher spirituality and divinity connected to these galactic and the universal one that oversees all of our actions, participations, manipulations, associations, intimidations, contemplations, brainwash attempts for illegal sale, black marketed organs, hidden exempt agendas, pretenders, attempts of annihilation of a people, families, and continuous individuals of black and blackness as a statement and a continuation coming from Brother Diop's versions of gene mutation, and those having a problem with nature placing victims of their monster system of a reference association of mere gatekeepers, of their creepers, creeping, sometimes steeping, beeping, peeping, false leaping, and who is really Uncle Tom, Miss Janie, you name it, a soap, S-O-A-P, or soup, S-O-U-P, or man, M-A-N, or, and not Superman, a bi, B-Y-E, on, O-N, it, I-T, or a bonding woman, falsely created, and they have 10% of their husband affairs of slavery, the deception, deceiving, false believing. And does any part of black or blackness be allowed to reveal the truth, this truth, the justices, this justices, the harmony, this harmony, the reciprocity, this reciprocity, the righteousness, this righteousness, the balance, this balance, the harmony, this harmony, and the order, this order, the harder, the martyr, the sacrificial lamb of sort. And are we really focused, simply toasted, roasted, coasting, or just lunch meat or dinner for someone's prey of their predator type of continuous style of deception, set up reception, and how has it surfaced, shown or hit your space, place, or even led you to waste your time thinking, usage, tutelage, and isn't it relative for a case-by-case basis in some places, faces, and what are we looking for? What then really about the reality, about genuine black or blackness, just as the holy divine sun exists in the referenced natural divine sky, its parent, the black hole, is stronger, longer, greater, but certainly a relator, not just a mere tomato, and do you or I really know? Could this black or blackness even be capable of being even sacred at another level when it is hidden in its invisible zone, on another level in a greater kind of home, humming, singing, ringing? This connection to the cosmos, the heavens, the galaxy, the universe, the continuous air, the moisture, our breaths, our space outside that is connected to our space inside of us, through us, by us, with us, and we as extensions of the greater Black of Blackness is to us a statement and continuation in as how then will we connect, select, protect, direct, or even have a notion of continuous success in our lone, living, lively blackness and black awesome system connected to higher spirituality of divinity, energy, wavelengths, frequencies that is waiting for us in our humble divine mission, not just caught up in ruthlessness or foolishness, but truthfulness. Copyrights 2020 by Vinson Ballard.